Hello and welcome to my channel. This is my 2023 bullet journal setup, which I upload a year late because I had no time to edit. But I do have time now, so there you go. I hope I can inspire some of you. Hope you have fun watching this. I don't really know. I just wanted to try something new. So there you go. Have fun. As you can see, I tried to make my setup look as cutesy and heartstopper-y as possible, so I used a lot of pastel colored pens. Most of them are from STAEDLER, some of them are from TEDI, which is a European dollar store, and there's one lonely STABILO pen in there. Also, my bullet journal is from Flying Tiger, so all in all I try to make my bullet journal look as cute as possible, but make it as cheap as possible. This also is my third year bullet journaling, I think, so I'm not new to the whole procedure of setting it up, but I am new to filming it, and if you have anything you want to add, just leave it down in the comments. So quick outfit change, but now I'm really starting bullet journaling. Have fun watching me. Oh, just as a disclaimer, if you haven't noticed yet, my whole setup is heartstopper themed, so yeah, have fun. What's killing me is that this is 4 times speed up. Like, how am I so slow to draw things? The second bullet journal I added here is to support my hand, by the way, not because I'm planning to setting this one up too. Also, these leaves doodles are just my favorite doodles at all, because you just add the stem and then freestyle a leaf. I always erase all the pencil lines before coloring things in, because sometimes you can't erase through the color added on top, so better safe than sorry, I'm telling you. And here's my oldest bullet journal belongs to page. This next page is really not necessary at all. I just wanted something to introduce the new year and 2023 in the bullet journal. So I just took this picture by Alice Oseman and copied it into my bullet journal. Really drawn fireworks is my nemesis. I messed this up in so many bullet journals before, but I'm kinda happy how this one turned out because it's not too bad. This whole page was a trusted process kind of thing, so I just doodled around until there was content with it. It's again another day, another camera angle, just ignore that. I found the page still looking too blank, so I added a few fireworks that Alice didn't have in her original artwork. So here's the finished page, again with Alice's artwork. I now proceed to do my mini calendars that I use to keep track of my friends' birthdays. After I colored in all of these boxes, I took my Fineliner and wrote out all of the names of the months in those. I then wrote out all of the numbers of the months, like all the dates, you know what I mean. It was really repetitive, so we're just gonna skip that, I think. The pen that I'm using, by the way, is also from a dollar store. It's just a cheap 0.3mm thick pen. Also, the lettering I'm trying to copy is also Alice's, and I'm really proud of myself for not messing up the whole numbering once. I then went in with a ruler to create these lines that will separate the numbers from the birthdays that I'm gonna write beneath it. What I'm doing now is something no one else on this earth probably will need, but I started watching the One Direction movie This Is Us in 2018, I think, every month once. So I decided to add little boxes to check off every time I finished watching the movie, because I love checking things off. Lastly, I used this grey big pen to draw out straight lines. Before the line, I always wrote out the date that person had a birthday on, and after it, the person that's birthday it was, if that makes sense. So now this is my finished calendar / This Is Us tracker spread. I then did the My Year in Color spread that I do every year, because I hate mood trackers, because you have to draw them out every month and I don't have the time for that. So I do the My Year in Color spread so that I have something to look back on. I also do the same bubbly font that I used in the first few pages here. The other side I use for my monthly gratitude, that I just write out the same way I did the My Year in Color. I used a normal thickness fineliner from Edding to create this box around the My Year in Color thing. And I also drew a line here to make a border for where to write the months. And this border is where I write the days of the month. I then blacked out everything that I wasn't gonna use. Then I wrote out all the numbers and all of the months in this thin black fineliner again. Then again, I use my pastel color fineliners to create this guide down there, what color represents which mood. I think you know what I mean. And at last, I color those in as well. For the monthly gratitude page, I wrote 12 boxes, one for each month. I also used this really cool flippable ruler that I got from Fineliner to create those vertical lines. On the left side of those big rectangles, I added smaller rectangles where I will write in the days of the month. I'm sorry I can't tell you anything about the order I did this in, because I don't know why I randomly decided to color it in before writing out the names of the month. I don't know. But in the end, this is what it looked like. This next double page is my New Year's resolution 2023 plans and things to check out spread. I use the same bubbly font that I used in all the spreads before. For my resolutions, I always use columns or categories that I sort the resolutions into. I think I've copied this from the bullet journal queen herself, Amanda Ridgely. On my things to check out page, I also created columns, but with movies, shows, books and games that I want to check out this year. And on my 2023 plans, I created columns with date, the thing I'm going to do, and a little box to check if I did it. Then I created the tables by drawn lines with my grey fineliner. Also, the reason why I'm cutting so many things out is that I watched Sex Education while creating this, so there are all sorts of pauses in there where I'm just not doing anything. I think by now you're familiar with the whole procedure of me drawing out these bubbly letters for the heading. This is my release tracker, which I haven't seen many people do, so I'm gonna explain it in a bit. Similar to the last spread, I am creating columns again, this time with date, genre, artist, title, and style for rank in it. For date, I'm putting the date when something gets released. Genre is like movie or music or show, and artist, therefore the guy who released something. For the last column, I'm ranking it from 1 to 5 stars. By August, I ran out of space though, so I would recommend using more than 2 pages for this spread. Since I explained it so poorly, here's my filled out spread. Now I'm making my wish list and gift list on the left side and my artist of the month on the right side. In the wish list I put what I can wish for my birthday or Christmas or any other holiday, and in the gift list I put ideas on what I can gift to other people, as the name already says. I'm a big fan of tables, as it seems, so here I'm creating another one, this time with the thing I wish for, what it costs, and a box where I can check it when I have it. I also did this twice, so I can divide it vertically, so I have more space to write down my wishes. For the gift list I did the same, except that I added the person that I'm planning to give the gift to. To divide the two sides I used a thicker grey STAEDLER pen. And I corrected the mistake I made. For my Artist of the Month spread I created 12 boxes again, but this time 6 on each side. The correction roller I'm using is from TEDI, by the way. Now I create a space to write out the month. On the left of each box I create a frame where I will put a picture of the artist that is my Artist of the Month. Here is an example of what I mean by that. We finally made it to the last spread of this bullet journal, which is my 2023 highlight reel, also inspired by Amanda actually. I again drew out 12 boxes, but this time I scattered them randomly on the page. Just like in the Artist of the Month spread, I then drew out these little colorful boxes in the corners of those bigger boxes, where I write out the names of the month. Also, I don't know how I didn't see that I messed up that one box in the middle, and it just irritates me so much watching it, I'm sorry. In the end I went back in to add some leaves to the headers, but I ran out of storage space here, and then I was finished! This is my final flip through of my bullet journal setup of 2023. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed your stay here. If you did, there's other stuff on my channel that you can check out as well if you're up to it. Otherwise, I hope you have a good 2024. Thank you for watching this video, and see you again sometime maybe. Goodbye!